how long I spent just trying to get this camera feed onto this thing. It's a pain in the ass. It didn't really work. Like, I could get it to show up on the monitor, but that's just a ceiling fan, don't mind that. It wouldn't show up while it's recording, so it's pretty much pointless. So I'm going in blind. Hello. It's been a little while since the last Flea Market Madness. Flea Market Madness. I guess I've shown my hand, haven't I? Flea Market Pickups. That's because there really hasn't been a lot. Like a few weeks ago, I got some like Duran Duran on vinyl, but nothing really besides that. Last week I went, it was super hot, and not a lot of people were there, but I did actually get something, so I'll just show it right now. Just got to grab them. I've got the 3 Prince of Persia games for the GameCube. All in all for $20. That was the only thing I got that day, but pretty good deal altogether. They're games that, The Sands of Time at least, was a game that I'd always heard was pretty good. And since they have the other 2, I figured I'd pick all of them up. So I've played about a few hours of it so far, and it's pretty good. It's actually they're a really fun game so far. The only problem with it is the GameCube version, and it should have been obvious in hindsight, but a lot of the audio is super compressed. Like, it's insane how shitty it sounds. Some of the audio, not all of it, just some. I guess it was to fit it all on that tiny ass disc. So that's a bit of a bummer. I wouldn't consider the GameCube version the definitive version of the game, but it's still playable. But this week I did get good stuff, and in case you haven't noticed, we got a new camera. I got that a few weeks ago, specifically for these videos and any other stuff I want to shoot. I did some live action stuff for an upcoming video that should be done soonish. I'll try to get it up before the end of the month, just to make a statement. But let's get on with what I got at the flea market. No games this week. No games. Nothing particular of interest in the games department anyway. There was this person selling a bunch of like N64 games, but they were really expensive, and I didn't want to splurge that much and overpay, because they wouldn't be games I'd really want to play. But here, I'm gonna grab these first. These aren't the first things I bought, but they are. I took them out just to see if I fucked up or not. And I got this poster. It's kind of got like a 60s, 50s retro futuristic robot. But the reason I got it was not necessarily for the poster itself, but for the poster frame. They were $5 a pop. I got this one, which if I can just get this open, I'll show you the other print that was in the other poster. So I just put them both together. Voila! So yeah, pretty cool designs, honestly. I think I like the Planet Robot one more. But sorry to say, I plan on doing something else. Like I said, I wanted the poster frames more than anything, because since I moved, I packed away all my posters, and I told myself I wouldn't hang them up until I got frames, because that was a huge problem at my other house. I had so many posters but not any frames. I didn't want to keep fucking putting tape or thumbtacks and shit on them. When I get most or all my posters up, we'll do the room tour. For now, you're just gonna have to deal with the pink wall, a bit of the computer, my dirty clothes, not my clean clothes, rather. But yeah, this is why I got the poster frame for this Super Mega Live poster. I noticed that it fit almost perfectly, the exact right dimensions. I went to go see Super Mega with a friend of mine. He had asked me, like, hey, you want to go see these guys? And I don't really watch their stuff, but I was like, yeah, I'll go see them. Because, you know, it's just something to do, right? And they were really fucking funny. I actually had a really great time, so I bought a poster. And it's like, it's signed by Ryan and Matt, which is cool. It's a nice design. And it'd been sitting in my closet because I'd been waiting for a poster frame, and now I have one. It's actually a really nice frame too. It's like a glass and like just a minimalist black border. Very cool. Now, here's where I want you guys to weigh in, because like I was saying earlier, I actually really like this poster design, but I have a few other posters that I could put inside instead. They fit the dimensions. I actually have a Caro Bonito poster that's just slightly too big, which is a shame. But I have this Dragon Quest Builders poster I got at PAX like earlier this year. Dragon Quest Builders, I played the first one. I didn't beat it, but I liked what I played. I still need to play the second one, but it's like they were just giving these out at the Square Enix booth, so I was like, fuck it, I'll grab one. And yeah, it's a decent poster. I prefer the backside because it's, you know, it looks more like the classic Dragon Quest designs. But I also have this Florence and the Machine poster. Now, I'm kind of iffy on this one because I got this one for free at Bull Moose. But I don't really listen to Florence and the Machine. Like, you know, I know Dog Days, that's a good song, but I feel like a bit of a poser just kind of putting her up on my wall and just being like, yeah, she's okay. I like that one song. So if you guys could weigh in on the comments what poster you guys think I should put up, be my guest. For now, I'm probably just gonna stick with the Planet Robot one, unless you guys think I should do something different. Well, something else I should mention about the Super Mega poster is actually the night. You guys remember when I got that Sega Saturn? Well, the night before I went to go see them, and I think I talked about it a bit in that flea market video. I had stayed up all night, and then just because I didn't get back until like 11 or something, and then I got into a Discord call, and then one thing led to another, and I pretty much just stayed up until the flea market, and then I got my Sega Saturn. So yeah, kind of interesting little history to follow in the timeline, the canon, the tectonic canon. So that's it for those posters, but I actually got a few more. Now these I don't plan on just ripping out of the frames because these are really cool. So first, here's a poster of Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko, I mean, if you've seen the movie, you probably already know that this movie it's just fucking great. It's just a great-ass movie. And I saw it, I think, last year for the first time, and I was really got me. It was just a really great movie. You know, kind of turned me on to Tears for Fears, too. Because before then, I had only really known, like, their hits, but then I started listening to their albums, and really great. This one is High Fidelity, the John Cusack movie. This one I actually feel a little bad about because I still haven't seen this movie, despite the fact that it's like a record movie or whatever. Like, you know, the record collectors love this movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I got the Donnie Darko and the High Fidelity posters for $5 a pop. So, and it was like within like minutes of me heading to the flea market. This lady was selling them, so I was like, yeah, what she just offered 5 each, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just take both. So I did. My friend, one of my friends who came with me to the flea market was kind of pissed I took the High Fidelity poster because he's actually seen the movie. But maybe I'll watch it today. We'll see. Now the rest is records. And nothing... The records themselves, none of them are particularly amazing. Like, one of the guys I buy records from actually looked around for some Depeche Mode for me, and he must have sold them all or something, so there wasn't really a lot in that department, but that's okay, because I got some other stuff, like this English Beat compilation album. English Beat, like a sort of new wave-ish band. I've heard them like a little bit, and I felt like, I might as well pick them up. I think they're new wave. If they're not new wave, this will be really embarrassing. But yeah, I figured I'd pick them up anyway, because I hear them on the radio sometimes, and they're pretty. And the next one is Viva La Rock by Adam Ant. Just Adam Ant, rather. And this one I had actually seen like a few times, and I kind of passed up on. I figured this time I would finally fucking pick it up. I'd finally pick it up and just make sure to add it to my collection before someone else buys it. And Adam Ant I've heard a bit, and there was actually a few weeks ago, or maybe almost a few months ago, there was some guy selling a 9 Inch Nails Adam Ant concert poster. I haven't listened to a lot of 9 Inch Nails, so I didn't swing by and pick it up, but I might end up regretting that if I end up liking this Adam Ant record. I'm gonna put this English Beat next to the side. Okay, and this, as you can see, is Phil Collins, no jacket required. However, I will be putting a outer jacket on this thing. I don't care what he says. It's got a stupid face on it. It's the one with the stupid face. And it's got that song that Patrick Bateman kills those ladies to. So it was in the $10 bin, but the guy was selling it from both Adam Ant and English Beat were $15 a pop, but altogether the Phil Collins, the English Beat, and the Adam Ant, he offered me $25 for them all, so I was like, yeah, I'll take that. Pretty good deal, all things considered. And to top it all off, he told me I could look through the $5 bin. I think I've mentioned that before, that he just likes to do that because me and Brian, we give him a lot of business. So I picked up this Simple Mind album. I still need to listen to that other Simple Minds album, but can't beat free, right? And finally, the last 2 records I got were some dude had like bins and bins of records. I don't know where he got it from. Maybe like an estate sale or something, but he was selling them for $1 a pop. So I got. You like sports? What? Yeah, sports. Huey Lewis. If you ask me, when they released Sports back in '83, I think they really came into their own, lyrically and artistically. So yeah, it's got I Want a New Drug. Everyone likes I Want a New Drug, or some people know it as Ghostbusters. And finally, for $1 whole, King of the Yacht, Christopher Cross, Yacht Rock God. Kind of yacht rock, me and Brian's been really turned on to yacht rock recently, so in the car ride to, what's it called, we would just listen to the shit. It's pretty easy listening music, I don't hate it. I think my camera's about to die, so this might be where I call it, but that was pretty much everything I wanted to show. Thanks for watching, and I hope you like the increased quality of the camera. Hopefully there's no visual glitches or anything, like with my fucking telephone, but yeah, all in all, pretty good haul. Despite not getting any like video games or anything, I'm actually pretty satisfied with what I got. So with that, see you guys around.